Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be looking at the endorsement, something that goes along with legal documents. Now, the endorsement is a description of a legal document printed on the outside of a covering sheet or on the back of the document, which is folded in a special way for filing and safekeeping. It states the parties concerned and the name of the solicitor or lawyer. Now, please note that I stated that this document is printed on an outside covering sheet. Now, sometimes we have a legal document and all pages, both back and front pages of the document, are utilized for the document, and as such there is no space for us to add this endorsement. And so we'll have a separate sheet that we will place this endorsement on, and then we put that legal document inside that endorsement and we fold it accordingly. All right, so when we have two or more sheets, okay, and sometimes we may have the legal document and it is on one sheet, meaning that it's on the first page only and the back portion is blank, and as such we are able to print that endorsement on the back and fold the document accordingly. All right, I'm going to be doing videos to show you how to fold a legal document when the endorsement is on one sheet and what we will do if it is on two or more sheets. All right, stay tuned for that. Now, because of the technicality of this, I tried my best to be as detailed as I possibly can so that you can understand. All right, so I'll be going back and forth, but please bear with me and follow through. All right, so the first thing that we're going to look on is placing the endorsement on the paper. When placing the endorsement on a legal size paper, one of two methods can be used. All right, there is method one, which is a two-fold, and this will result in 3 sections, or there's method 2, which is the three-fold. All right, first we say the trifold, all right, and this will result in 4 sections. Now, if it is that legal paper is not being used and you're using A4 paper, then only method 1 will apply. Because if you use method 2, which is 4 sections, then the document will be too small. All right, and it is being folded to be placed in an envelope. Positioning the endorsement. Now, how do we go about positioning the endorsement? First, we should ensure that we insert a new page at the end of the document and change the page orientation to landscape. All right, I have done this in a video with endorsement, and I will attach it at the end so that you can get a better understanding of what this point is saying. Now, once we have done that, the next thing that we should do is to create 3 or 4 columns on the page as required. Right? Remember, we use 3 columns if we're doing a two-fold, which is method 1 that was introduced earlier, or we use 4 columns if we plan to do a three-fold or a trifold, that is folding the paper 3 times. Now, for the two folds, create 3 columns and type the endorsement in the center column, which is the second column of the page. All right, so we're quickly going to go over to Microsoft Word, and I show you how to get these 3 or 4 columns with the endorsement. Then we come back here to show you how we go about folding the endorsement. All right, so here we are in Microsoft Word. Some things that I need to ensure that I do quickly, but you would have done this prior with the document that you would have typed on the page above. All right, so I'm going to go on no spacing, select Times New Roman, font size 12, although I should have done this first, Times New Roman, font size 12, because it normally jumps off, and then I select no spacing. I'm going to ensure that my page size is on legal, so I go to page layout and select legal. All right, and that will be it. All right, I'm also going to change my orientation to landscape. So this is what I have to work with. Now I'm going to show you how I go about doing a two-fold, right? A two-fold with 3 columns. So this is it. I have from here to here is, right, that's my first column, the middle portion, my second column, and the third portion, my third column. The endorsement would be placed in the middle column, right, which is basically the second column. So I'm going to press the enter key until I get to the second column. I would have typed up an endorsement already, so I'm just going to insert that from my clipboard. All right, and this is it. So I'd have placed it now in the center of that page. All right, and I'm going to carry it down in the center. I'm going to go to print preview to look at how that will look on the page. All right, there it is. Let me zoom up a bit. All right, so there it is. So the endorsement in the center of the page, and then I will fold it accordingly so that this portion is at the front. All right, let me quickly close out and let me undo that, which is to take it off. And instead of 3 columns, let me go to page layout, columns, more columns, and number of columns, I'm going to select 4. Press OK. So with the 3 fold, I'm going to put this information on the 4th column, all right, which is this column here. And I'm going to go to my clipboard and I'm going to insert the endorsement that I have there. All right, and so this will be on the 4th column. And bear in mind, when I have it on the 4th column, it simply means that I will be folding this paper 3 times. All right, and there it is on my 4th column. And that's it. Let us quickly go back to the rest of the video where I show you how we go about now folding this paper. All right, so I just showed you how we go about typing the endorsement on the paper using 3 and 4 columns. Right, now I have folding an endorsement. There are 2 ways of folding an endorsement. The 2-fold. Now the sheet may be folded into 3 equal parts from bottom to 1/3 from top edge, and then from the top to the bottom, fold with the endorsement on the back of the middle section. Sounds a bit confusing, but let me try to explain it with a diagram. So we have, remember I showed you now with the 3 columns, so the endorsement would have been on the middle column, all right? So here I have a paper with 3 sides, right? You're seeing 1, the middle part is covered, and the 3rd part. So basically you'll fold one end over, as though you're seeing it here, one end over, you crease it, and then you fold over the 3rd part, right? Fold it another time. All right, hopefully that was understood. So you fold from bottom to middle, crease, as though you're seeing it here, and then you fold it over again, all right, so as to get the middle part, the middle portion at the top. Okay, so hopefully that was understood. All right, the other one is the 3-fold. Now the sheet may be folded into 4 equal parts from bottom to top edge, and then from first fold to the top end again, with the endorsement typed on the back of the 2nd quarter. Now what is that saying? So the first thing that we do, because it's a long paper, we fold it in half. All right, so this person is folding that paper in half. So once you fold it in half, you crease it. Now once that is done, remember now that the endorsement would have been on the 4th column, which would be basically this portion here above the person's thumb. So once we fold it like that, then we will fold the other half, this half, in half. All right, but ensure that we fold it in such a way that the portion, which is the 4th column with the endorsement, remains on the top. All right, hopefully that was understood. All right, and that's it for endorsements. Do hope you learned something from this video. Oh, and another thing that I should say to you is that once we do the legal document, so we have the legal document and we have the endorsement, whether the endorsement is on the back of the legal document or the endorsement is on a page by itself. If it is on a page by itself, the legal document would be placed on that endorsement, the page with endorsement, and it will be folded so that the endorsement will be at the top. All right. Once it is on the top and you're printing your portfolio documents, once it is on the top, then you will basically put some glue on the back portion of that endorsement and have an A4 paper. And if you can't get A4, then you maybe use a letter size paper and you will glue that paper onto that A4 or letter size paper and place it in the EDPM portfolio to be handed in. Do hope that explanation was clear. Alright, so you'll fold a legal document and place it, glue it on a piece of paper, piece of A4 paper, preferably if not a letter size paper, and put it in the EDPM portfolio. Alright, hope you learned something from this video. Do hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if so, please show that to me by sharing some love, pressing that like button. Please comment also and let me know how you learned, or how this video impacted you by you watching. All right, and share with someone, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help me get my word out there. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next upload.